The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Sunday, November 26th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Bet365. Bet365 is offering new users a $1,000 risk-free bet. What are you doing? Sign up today, folks. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Bet365. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today, people. And remember, as always, to let it ride.
Hey, this is Derek Stevens. I'm the owner of Circa Las Vegas. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode 4. Sunday, November 26th, folks. Hopefully you're watching youtube.com/the college experience. If not, it's all good. But yeah, we were back at it today, and I wonder just how many. This is like, I think, beat the streak. I used to play that game with MLB. Beat the streak. You ever done that shit where you got to stay hot. You got to stay hot. I've been red hot lately, and damn it, if I didn't do it again, baby. Signed, sealed, delivered. Fresh off the presses, carved straight down to the fucking bone. Yes, if you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
Nobody knows nothing. Somebody knows. Double the price, but no one touches Dundee.
Oh, it's just good times here. I guess I should do this when I'm in the studio these days, huh? I don't know. What does he do in Wayne's World? Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. Folks, we're rocking already. It's been a long day. I've been fucking jamming out. I got Farmageddon in the snow on below. Fucking fantastic game. Football weather is back, but this is the basketball show. We had some barn burners today on the college basketball front. I'm excited to talk about it with this guy. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame Coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, host of the Big 12 College Experience, host of the Ryan and Rush Show. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre, aka Money Line Mac. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. It was a winning day for the basketball front, but football really rolled today because the Big 12, somebody's playing for the Big 12 title next week against those Texas Longhorns. So go check out the Big 12 College Experience.
Oh yeah, and preseason you gave that away, Mike Gundy and the mullet. The mullet is flying high today. The chat is also flying high today, and folks. Yeah, I don't have my whiskey here. I'm at the studio, and to be honest, I went to go record, and the ice machine wasn't on. So it's either I turn on the ice machine and wait 20 minutes, or I just go right to this fantastic episode. And since I got to do a 2-hour college football one after this, I figured let's say fuck it to the whiskey. I do have a premium Coors Light though, and they are not paying me to say that, so. What the fuck? Folks, we're going to break down all the action. Another winning day here. But before we do that, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Bet365. Yes, Bet365 is the world's favorite sportsbook, trusted by over 88 million players worldwide. They got props. They got sides. They got total. They got live betting. Yes, Bet365 has you covered. Sign up today and choose between 2 bonus offers, either a $1,000 no sweat bet or bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets. Just head to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bet365. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bet365. Problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, we are back on the college basketball experience, and here we fucking go. Recapping the action. It's a Saturday slate, not like the Saturdays we'll have soon, but things started off with Brown taking down UMKC in overtime. I picked this correctly, but I did not bet this. And Brown, see, this is what I mean by Brown, though. They fuck around. They almost lost to UMKC.
They should have lost.
Yeah, you would think like roster wise, they're a lot better, but classic Brown play. I don't know if you touched this game, but we didn't have the line on it last night's show. That's why you get the picks app or the picks page, whatever the fuck, sportsgamblingpodcast.com or the SGPN app. But I locked up Tennessee State on a rebound spot, and they blasted Southeast Louisiana by 14. Started the day off 1-0. What'd you make of this one?
Yeah, honestly, it would have been a lock battle. It was an unofficial lock battle. I locked up Southeast Louisiana. They were up, I think, 8 or 9 in the second half and completely collapsed. Great win for Tennessee State and Penny Collins. Good win.
Yeah. And shout out to the chat. Davika in the chat saying, much respect, Colby Mack and Noah, the best in the business. Let's go. Appreciate you, man.
What do you think Noah's doing right now?
Well, he listened to me hopefully and laid that bet of Michigan -3, and he's
never in doubt, baby.
If I'm setting odds, the LeBaron is parked out of he's probably not in Ann Arbor. He's probably like just on the outskirts.
Yeah.
At a bowling alley. If I had to guess, where pitchers of beer are slightly cheaper for him and his buddies. Probably have airport bottles of liquor in the trunk of the car. They keep going out there. There might be some reefer involved. I don't know. Maybe some whippets, something exciting. And they're hoping that old Rebecca is going to come there, bowl a few frames like she used to. All right.
JJ McCarthy came through for him, baby.
I didn't sweat that shit. They had to lead the whole fucking game. It was easy play. Yeah. Easy play.
Shout out to LeBaron.
I mean, I don't know if we talked about it on this show. Did I? Or I don't remember, but my analysis, I think, was spot on. I was like, I trust that McCord will make the mistakes. McCarthy won't. And that's the difference in the game. Boom. Exactly what happened. But subscribe to the college football experience. All right. But we'll talk more about that in a little bit here. We hit on the second game. Jackson State, they almost won this outright. Jackson State plus the points against Georgetown. Yeah, let's go. And Dave in the chat is right. I did take UMass today, but let's save that for the football show. I didn't bet UMass. I took UMass. There's a difference. But Jackson State, man, Mo Williams, Georgetown, they got a long work. A lot of work to do. Not long work. They got a lot of work to do. What'd you make of this one?
I went to a bar with Rush and Troy. I think everybody saw on social media, and we're there watching all the football games. Michigan, Ohio State. I said, hey, time out. The corner TV's got to go on FS2. I got to get Georgetown, Jackson State on because we got a 1-possession game coming down the wire. They go, what's wrong with you? I said, oh, you don't understand. Like, I got to root on Mo Williams. So great performance for Mo Williams. They're right there to win this game.
And you were in DC, right?
I was in Fairfax, right down the road from VCU and George Mason. I almost went. If Ohio State and Michigan weren't playing today, I would have went.
See, when I was coming up, I feel like the Georgetown game would have been on because they had Victor Page and Iverson and Othello Harrington and just outside of the Matumbo and Morning Days.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about Georgetown anymore here.
Joey Brown, that was my guy, point guard Joey Brown. Tough times there, but yeah, easy money to be made there. I regret not betting this next one. We picked this correctly. Loyola Maryland was getting like 20 points. They almost won the fucking game. They almost won against Missouri. Dennis Gates and Mizzou, a little bit of regression, I think, this year is due because if you're struggling with these teams left and right, like Jackson State, they lost to. Not sure how good they're going to be this year. Remember the Minnesota game too. Sorry, Farmageddon. I think Iowa State just won Farmageddon. Moving along. Maryland Eastern Shore got drilled by Liberty. You were correct here. We didn't bet this, but wait, did you bet this? I think you were thinking about this, right?
No, I ended up betting Loyola Maryland, by the way, this morning, and they were down 33-9, and they battled all the way back out to a 4-point game. I'm worried about Missouri. Back to Missouri. I don't think Missouri is very good at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm worried about Missouri too.
They got Pitt next. They better fucking figure the shit out.
No, but I was talking about Liberty. You were talking about taking the Flamin' Libs minus 26, and I was like, no, I'll take Eastern Shore. Eastern Shore lost by 37 to the Flamin' Libs.
Yeah, the Libs are good, man.
It's a secret society meeting going on somewhere now.
You're gonna cancel us.
Maine, I did. This is where I hit a little rough patch. Had a C note on Maine, the Black Bears to beat Columbia. The Ivy is legit, and Columbia drills Maine by fucking 19. Columbia might be way up for them. What'd you make of this one?
I'm shocked. I mean, I hate Columbia. I thought they suck going in the game, but quietly they've won 5 in a row. They got it done against our Long Island Sharks, and they beat Temple. They beat Maine. I mean, that's 3 good wins now in Sunny Deli. I mean, anytime you beat Sunny Deli, don't forget the mayonnaise and mustard. That's a good win. Get you right.
Yeah. Shout out to Chris who says Maine cost him in a parlay. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I ate shit again. I don't think you were on this, but the Warriors of Merrimack got drilled by Alabama State in overtime here.
That line reeked.
Yeah. I ate shit here. So I was 2-2 there, but don't worry folks. Your boy Dundee, he came up because after that, well, no, I didn't touch this next game, but NJIT Wagner, we should have bet this. We should have laid the points with Wagner. I was convinced this was like a fringe lock and I didn't bet it. Wagner wins by 13. That spread was like 7. If memory serves me correct. New Orleans, North Dakota. North Dakota gets the dub in overtime at the Ferris wheel. They did not cover though. They were laying 2, of course. The one fucking time I switched my pick to North Dakota. Now I didn't bet this, but I'm saying still, I have a hard team with them. Oh, shout out to Mo Ash.
Goddamn, Mo.
Helping us out.
Man.
Yeah. Thank you, Mo. Yeah. I mean, we had a good day, man, and I appreciate you. Western Michigan took down Mercer. I kind of thought Mercer would get them. I think I picked that, but I didn't bet that. Western Michigan, slightly better than they were a year ago.
Yeah.
Then I locked up this one here. The Ohio Bobcats drilled Middle Tennessee. Getting it done. Did you touch this?
I thought about it. I took a little bit of middle, but nothing crazy. It wasn't like I'm locking them, but yeah, I took middle. They're not very good, man.
Yeah.
The injury killed them.
Well, the locks kept coming because after that, I decided, I don't know that I agreed on this on the show. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But Evansville, I rode with against SEMO. Purple Aces. You took this too, right? Or am I fucking crazy?
I took Evansville the previous day, but I did lean Evansville this one. Evansville's good, man.
Yeah.
Missouri Valley, watch fuck out.
Yeah. Detroit got smoked by SIU Edwardsville. That's pretty surprising to me.
Mm-hmm.
Missouri State did not cover against South Carolina State. The Bulldogs.
We locked that up.
Locked that one up right there.
That was gross.
I knew that line was ridiculous. Like 25 points or something. Who the fuck do you think you are?
They were down 15-0. It was great. Never in doubt.
Yeah. UMBC, William and Mary. I mean, we didn't bet this, but you took Bill and Mary. That hit. I took UMBC. That did not hit. UMBC might be pretty shitty too. 15-point loss to William and Mary. That's not good. No. Miami, Ohio, St. Bonaventure. This is one. Travis Lexington Steele. He sucks. I didn't bet this. I didn't bet it, but
yeah,
I felt decent about it. Like I wasn't that far away from betting it. Miami loses by 30 to St. Bonaventure. And then our Army Black Knights get it done against the golf course of Binghamton. Let's go. So we were off to a hot start.
Yep. And Ryan Hasty, the Bonnies did cover. They won by like 30-3.
Yeah. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
So last night on this show, we gave away Northeastern plus 14 against Princeton.
Push.
It's a push for the show, but if I'm in the circle of trust, I got 13.5 and I lost money on Northeastern against Princeton. It happens. Princeton in the Ivy League. The Ivy League's best conference of college basketball this year, man.
Yeah, we need an Ivy League Missouri Valley tip off. Those two leagues are so good right now, and nobody's talking about them.
Yeah.
Both are in the ACC.
Man.
I can tell you that.
I lost that game, lost $100 on that one, and then I should have bet Canisius. Canisius is good, man.
I know.
I fucking drilled Western Kentucky. I picked this correctly. I just didn't bet it. But finally, my Monmouth Hawks continue to be a fucking machine. They get it done against the Leopards. However, my East Carolina Pirates I did bet on, and they suck ass. They suck ass.
I should have bet Mason, but I like.
Oh
ECU,
my
so
god!
I didn't do it.
Lost by 22 in Fairfax. You filthy fucking losers.
Never was a game either. I mean, they look like shit today.
Get fucking Schwartz out of here, this piece of shit.
No, you can't cancel him out yet.
Gosh,
it's only year 2.
I know.
Hey, they'll get better. They'll get better.
It's just overreaction. It's just overreaction. I regret not betting this because I felt pretty good about Southern Miss beating Milwaukee. They did. I don't know. We don't need to talk about that one. North Carolina A&T fucking covered against Samford.
I know. Thank God.
By a half a point, right? Or no, by 3 points. Let's talk about this one, even though we didn't bet this, but you were on St. Thomas. I was on Green Bay. Green Bay drilled St. Thomas. We need to start talking about the Phoenix being a solid team.
Yeah, we also need to talk about the Tommy sucking ass away from Shoemaker.
True.
That's a real thing. They suck. They suck away
only
from home,
51
man.
points against Green Bay.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Moving along. You won a lock battle here because the Tulsa Golden Hurricane lost in overtime to Little Cock and Darrell Walker.
Darrell Walker.
Gosh. I'll give you your music. Moneyline Mac wins a lock battle with Little Cock and Darrell Walker. Unbelievable, Tulsa. Fire everybody, Tulsa.
They're terrible. They suck.
How do you lose to fucking Little Rock, you fucking bums? We didn't bet this, but we rode with our Chicago State Cougars. They got drilled.
They suck, man.
They got drilled.
I'm not going to bet them until 2024.
We were on the right side of taking Texas State in this little in-state battle between them and UTA. However, I did not think Texas State would win outright. Nice win for the Bobcats. Longwood against Lamar. What the fuck was this line? Yeah, they covered. And then how about this one? I think we brought you into the muck here, or at least I brought Noah in. Maybe you or Noah. The Eastern Michigan Eagles cover by a half a point. 74-71.
Great game
against Central Arkansas. The sweat was real in that one. And since Noah Bieniek's not here, I will give him his flowers. Niagara covered against St. Francis. I didn't bet this, but Noah did. And since he's out there right now, over at the local dive, you know what I mean?
He's thinking about Niagara with his local Viagra. Let's go.
That's what I'm saying. He's probably talking to some Nancy's, asking, hey, my LeBaron's outside. Why don't we go out to the car and make out for a little bit? All right.
See they covered by Niagara.
Yeah. See this score, baby? I brought home some cash. If this hits again, I'll pick up your whole fucking bar tab. Let's go. We ate shit here on Brian Sanders. I have a cool basement. Hey, sweetheart. You ever seen plywood? You ever seen a basement without drywall, sweetheart? Let me tell you. It gets the girls wet. Let me tell you right now.
Shout out to Noah Bieniek.
Yeah.
Thinking about that Eastern Michigan and Niagara lock right now with whatever chick he's at.
That's true. That's true.
Can't wait for Harbaugh to get back.
Did you join on EMU? Did you join in on EMU, or is that just me and Noah?
It's just you and Noah.
Well, we ain't shit here.
I couldn't deal. My health couldn't deal with that lock. And I was right. I mean, it was 1-point game.
Incarnate Word we took foolishly as the Road Runners.
They suck.
Took down. We lost money on Incarnate Word. Bucknell and Marist. I didn't bet this game, but I definitely picked the wrong side because Marist fucking drilled Bucknell, dude. Like a 25-point win. I know we didn't bet that, but let's talk about this one here. Lock battle number 2. The fucking Sharks come down to Highland Heights and they fucking cover. They probably should have won the fucking game. The fucking Sharks were up 6 at halftime.
I know.
Telling you, this team's got heart. They got hustle. And they're bringing us cash every fucking night. I don't know why you would ever fade the fucking Sharks. Your comment on why you would fade the Sharks and why you would lose again, and will you correct that moving forward against the greatest team to ever walk the face of the fucking planet?
Absolutely. Honestly, they're better on back-to-back. They're back in their AAU element. Hey, man, roll out the balls and play. The bus might get there, might not. I mean, this week has been a good week for the growth and development of a good basketball program. The LIU Sharks, March Madness, potentially bound. Watch out. Sweet 16, sleeper.
The fucking Sharks are a cash. Well, I can't say cash cow. The fucking Sharks are they're a fucking great white shark. I don't fucking know what to say. I need a fucking tiger shark like Steve Irwin used to say. We got this fucking tiger shark. What's up? What's up?
I would say they played good ball this week, though. I mean, you actually take a step back and we don't yell about the LIU Sharks. I mean, they actually play. I mean, they arguably should have won this game against Northern Kentucky. It's a good mid-major program. Yeah.
We're kicking ass on this show. Where are those haters again? Because we might have lucked up. I know I got some tweets about this one. Fairleigh Dickinson was getting 2.5. They lose by 1.
Everybody loves Fair Dick.
Oh man, Fairleigh Dickinson. We got very fortunate to hit this bet. Very, very fortunate to hit this bet. Pretty much the half-court shot at the end of the game goes in, or we would have lost money. But you ride with us, so you gotta be fine in life. All right. We should have locked up Valpo because they drilled Southern. We were both on the Crusaders there. We should have locked up Howard because they were dogs against Mount St. Mary's. Double overtime. I told you this game was fantastic last night when we previewed. I said, man, this game's awesome. Double overtime win for the Bison. Alabama wins by 8 against Oregon. Oregon was getting 8.5, so the Ducks cover. But what did you make of that outcome?
Kind of what I thought would happen. I thought it'd be back and forth, high scoring game. 99-8 or what it finished 99-91. I mean,
yeah,
entertaining game between these two. Both these teams can score. They're going to both be good. These 2 NCAA tournament teams. Yeah. I mean, Oregon's got to get healthy. Surprise, surprise. And Colby Dant is injured yet again. Mm-hmm. UNC Asheville got it done against Wofford in overtime. I know you were on the Terriers there. I ended up blocking it. I covered.
Oh, there you go. You hit the. See, there we go.
Oh,
Terriers get it done in overtime.
It's a good game.
I watched this whole game here. North Carolina, Wilmington, and Florida Gulf Coast. Wilmington drilled them, dude. I should have bet Wilmington. Wilmington's good this year, man. I don't know what the fuck happened in that App State game, but other than that, I've been impressed. Well, we stayed hot because not only did we play a team with only 1 win, we took them on the money line. I'm talking about the Belmont Bruins getting it done against Penn in overtime. Game should have never went to overtime. They can make fucking free throws, but Belmont gets it done against Penn. We both locked that up. Boom. We didn't cover this game last night because there was no line out, but if you follow our picks page, I locked up UNC Greensboro against Delaware. They drilled them by 11 and they were laying 2.5. Easy fucking cap, if I may say so. What'd you make of this one?
I mean, Greensboro continues to roll. I mean, they had secretly or quietly a good non-con. I mean, you look at them, 4-1 right now. They won 3 games. I mean, they got one more tomorrow against Illinois, Chicago, who we'll touch on, but they're rolling.
Yeah. Easy money. However, I did lose money, and I know you lost money as well on Bethune-Cookman, Delaware State. Why are we fading our boys, Delaware State? Delaware State is good, maybe.
Yeah, tourney bound. Let's go.
UAB got it done against Furman by 6. I believe that line was right around there. Depends on what you got it at. I didn't bet that game. Exactly. Yeah. I didn't bet that game, but I did watch the entire Georgia State Charlotte game. And, Georgia State was up like majority of this game. Charlotte storms back in the second, like Georgia State was up 9 at halftime. Up 11 at halftime. And Charlotte storms back, outscores Georgia State by 19 in the second half. Didn't bet this game, but it was a fun watch. And Charlotte continues to be kind of this great story where they lose their coach late in the offseason. And they seem to be figuring it out. What'd you make of this one?
Great comeback for Charlotte. You mentioned it. I mean, they lost Sanchez in the offseason, but you know what? It's been next man up. Sitting here at 4-2. They got Davidson coming up. I mean, quietly a good resume. Their only losses are to Liberty and UCF.
Yeah, it's pretty good losses, man. I made a play on the board once I was winning. I did not bet this early in the morning. I did it later, and that was the California Golden Bears plus the points. Damn it, they almost won outright.
Yeah, good game.
Took San Diego State to overtime. Bears lose by 9 in overtime, but they still cover for your boy Dundee. I wish I would have bet Texas Southern because I was thinking about it. They only lost to Drake by 6. I know you were on the Drake side of things there. You didn't lock it though.
No.
We did lock Queens, and we're never taking Queens again, by the way, because I watched this game. They're not Queens of last year. They actually suck. So we cannot take Queens anymore. Richmond won by 29 as we pissed some solid money away there. Cleveland State drilled Alabama A&M. I'm lucky I didn't bet this because I would have been on the wrong side of it. What'd you make of this one?
Which game was that? Sorry, I was looking at Richmond.
Cleveland State. Well, I mean, I guess you probably didn't watch Cleveland State and Alabama.
No,
I just like to fucking test you.
Yeah, no, I was perplexed at how Queens lost by 29 to Richmond. Like, it's still like I'm dumbfounded. Like, how do you lose to Richmond by 30s? But Cleveland State, I mean, Alabama A&M's awful, but Cleveland State, 5-2 on the year? They got Youngstown on deck. Yeah. Good, I mean, good program.
Slick Rick Pitino put it on Holy Cross, man.
I'm glad we didn't take this game.
I'm glad we didn't take it either. Fuck.
Yeah.
Holy Cross lost by like fucking 1,000. We did make the mistake of taking UTEP, both of us. And my apologies, Kelly LePepe. I forgot that you're the greatest human of all time because they fucking destroyed UTEP by 20.
I know. UTEP's my team too.
Yeah, I ate shit on that one. Lost a couple chunks of cash there. South Alabama covered against Maryland, but Maryland got the dub. Maryland still didn't look good though. I watched that game.
I don't like them either.
We should have took Norfolk State. They got the cover against Wichita. I think only by a point, but
big face lock. Let's go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Sparty coming through for you. And I'll give you some credit. And I should have followed you on this. Actually, I might have followed you. I'm going to go check my bets. I might have thrown. I don't think I did though. I think I thought about it and then I think I deleted the bet. You know how you load it up? Bowling Green beat the shit out of Lipscomb.
I bet this. Yeah.
Yeah. I know you did. I was thinking I had it loaded and I was like, no, I don't know. Lipscomb's been drilling teams. So you cashed there. Shout out to that. I mean, that was a great play because I didn't really have a feel for that one, man. Like
I like that coach, man. Simon coming over from Southern Utah. He's got those guys playing hard, man. I mean, you look at it, they lost 3 in a row, but I mean, Lipscomb, a little bit of fool's gold. They got Canisius tomorrow, though.
Yeah. Hey, check out Tommy Della Rosa in the chat. Today I went 0-4 on your picks. It happens, but now I'm thinking you guys suck at this shit. Well, diversify, right, buddy, because we've been on fire all week. So if you picked four losers out of the bunch, I would recommend maybe you bet less and more of our games. All right. So just an idea. But anyway, UIC drilled George Washington. UIC is fucking good, dude.
I know. This is another picks page lock for me. I mean, I couldn't buy into George Washington being undefeated. UIC is for real. I'm with you. You talked me into it last night. Way better. They drilled them. They're
going to be a solid team. I'm telling you, the Valley's going to be great. It's going to be fucking great.
Absolutely fantastic.
Santa Clara got drilled by Ohio State. That was a shocking final score to me. I didn't bet this, but shocking final score. So, shout out to the Buckeyes for looking good there. Rolling by 30 points against Santa Clara. My biggest bet of the night was sweaty as fuck. Biggest college basketball bet of the night was sweaty as fuck because Grand Canyon. It took every fucking second, but we hit on Grand Canyon minus. I think I had it at 13.5. I know some people had it at 14. Either way, you cashed. They win by 15 against the Bison of North Dakota State. Then what do we got here? Vermont and Bradley. Bradley wins by 9. I didn't get eyes on this game. I wanted to watch it. I didn't get a chance to. So did you catch this at all?
You know what? I ended up taking Vermont. I bet Vermont last second because it was one of the last games. It was kind of like we talked about. Good game, back and forth, but Bradley just pulled away late. Couldn't cover the 5.5. But two good teams. I can't figure out Vermont. Every time I fade them, they fucking win. Every time I take them, they lose.
Hey, Thomas, dude, you're a fucking idiot. All right.
Yeah.
Look,
jackass.
Yes, we have a sponsor. That's always great to get a sponsor. But we live in Los Angeles. Look, I live in Los Angeles. Sports Gambling Podcast headquarters is in Los Angeles, and Moneyline Mac lives in Virginia. But whatever. All right, dude. Believe whatever the fuck you want to believe. All right, just stop being a fucking jack off. You know what I mean? Anyway,
Conspiracy.
fucking St. Louis, dude. How about fucking Dartmouth here? Only loses by 1 to St. Louis.
I know.
Dude, the Ivy, man.
The Ivy League's fucking good, man.
Unbelievable. Arkansas. We should have bet Arkansas State, man. I picked it, but damn it, UT Rio Grande is like one of the worst schools. They fucking drilled them, dude. Yeah,
I know.
Well,
and then, honestly, they're one of the worst teams in Division One. Rio Grande.
That's what I'm saying. They might be on auto fade for us.
Yeah,
moving forward.
Mexicans are fade right now. They're terrible.
Yeah, and then we hit on this one. Moneyline play. Northern Illinois against DePaul. Woo! We should live in Vegas with the way we're giving out all these fucking winners. Actually, no. Vegas, you can get like a 5-bedroom house for like fucking like $2,000 a month in Vegas. All right. These guys live in Vegas. Watch out. A couple of sharps. We are a couple of sharps. But we don't live in Vegas. I live like paycheck to paycheck here in Los Angeles because it's just unbelievable, the pricing. You know what I mean? Los Angeles, you fill up your gas tank, it's like $1,000. You know what I mean? Everything. You go to the bar, it's like, hey, here's $12 for a light beer. Yeah. I think about suicide like once a day.
Hey, this is also a reminder. The picks are free, by the way, everybody. The picks are free, and they're going to win. I'll bet you we win by the end of the year. Anybody that wants to bet against me, go ahead. I'll take your fucking money right fucking now.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The picks are free. Hey, here's an idea for you fucking jackass. Don't watch the show. See if we lose any sleep. All right. I was doing this show when no one listened. And guess what? I'll do it again. Bring it on. All right. Anyway, how about Northern Illinois, man? They got it done against DePaul. Easy fucking cap. Easy cap, man.
What a fucking win. Yeah. What a win. DePaul's awful, by the way. In all seriousness, DePaul's god awful. Have they?
Yeah.
Wait, who have they beaten this year? I mean, DePaul's what?
They got like South Dakota. I remember watching that because I took South Dakota.
Barely. Yeah, they're terrible. Terrible.
Yeah. So, dude, Hawaii is beating Lavin by 16 right now. I took Hawaii, but I didn't bet it. Should have bet the Rainbow Warriors. Yeah, I mean they lost everybody, and so Johnny Football's cracking me up. Colby used to do this show from Noah's basement. Even that was too expensive for me. You know what I mean? And he lives in Michigan. You think Vegas prices are cheap? Michigan's even fucking cheaper. Michigan. Have you ever been to Michigan, dude?
Yeah, I don't like Michigan. Every time I pick a game in Michigan, I fucking miss. I hate Michigan. No one knows that too. Fuck no.
I hear Michigan is like rebounded, and I did comedy there a couple times.
Detroit.
But the first time I went to Michigan, oh my God, man, it was like a fucking zombie apocalypse movie. Like I went to go to like a Bank of America. This is pre-Uber, so maybe I'm dating myself. Like probably mid 2000s, right? And I'm like, okay, I need to get to the ATM. I go to I look it up on the computer because phones back then didn't have that shit. And then I catch a cab to a Bank of America, me and this other comic, and we get dropped off. And then I realize that Bank of America is no longer a Bank of America. It's just got like graffiti on the outside of it, right? And then I realize as I walk a couple city blocks to try to get back to civilization that every house is boarded up. Like every fucking house, dude, it was like a scene out of the fucking Walking Dead, man. And it was everything that I imagined. Michigan, I should probably move there because I can see why Noah is killing it there in the basement because, whew, I mean, dude. But I've heard it's gotten better. Now, look, I did go back. I went to a Tigers game the last time I went back, and it was improved. But I still think it's got a long way to go. But you can get like a 5-bedroom house for like $20,000 forever. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. Like the amount of empty homes in Detroit. I wonder if that's still the same. But anyway, game balls. Let's give away some fucking game balls.
Real quick, shout out to Mo. He just gave us more money. Mo, you're the man. You're a machine. I'm glad that you had a great week. I know we had a good week, but I'm glad that you picked the right ones and stayed away from the losers that we gave out. Hey, that's the whole show, man. We're gonna give out more winners than losers. You got to find a way to pick the winners and stay away from the losers.
Carolina boy. No, I grew up in the DC area. But East Carolina boy. We
actually both grew up in the same area.
Yeah, and without knowing each other. You know what I mean?
Ironic. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So shout out to Mo though. I appreciate you. And let's get to fucking game balls, man. People don't want to hear about my fucking stories. You know what I mean? It's like guy went to Michigan. Fucking who gives a shit?
What's your social security number?
You don't want that either. You want a lot of credit that I'll give away that thing. Trust me, that's a mistake. It's a mistake. I was down with my wife. I went to Columbia for a month, man. I thought someone was going to jack me for that. And then I had to tell them. I was like, dude, this is not going to get you very far in life. Mm-hmm. First game ball for me. I actually think it's got to be. I mean, I guess to me, the biggest win of the day, Northern Illinois beating a Big East school. I think that's probably, you get
personal.
Yeah. So give me Northern Illinois as the first game ball. How about yourself?
For my other game ball, I'm going to go to, let's go to Belmont. I like that win. I thought they were the better team against a good Penn team that's proven. They beat Villanova. They've had other quality wins. Good win for the Belmont program. Missouri Valley. My God, what a juggernaut this league's going to be. I can't wait January, February with all these home courts. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Yeah. My second game ball will go to Charlotte, the Clits. Look, they came back. They were down big. Like I said, down at 11 at halftime, stormed back to win by 8 against Georgia State. Shout out to the Clits. And there was that, man. Second game ball. Where are you going?
For my next game ball, man, there weren't that many big upsets. You know what? Let's go to a school that's played a hard schedule so far. They almost have had multiple bye game wins. Let's go to Howard. Let's go to Howard, get a win at Mount St.
They're
Mary's.
good, man.
That's
They're
a regional
good,
win.
man.
That's a good win. Double overtime. Good win for the Howard Bison.
Yeah, they're a good team, man. They should have beat Georgia Tech, man. Shout out to Knight Rider in the chat. It tipped us $25, man. We're fucking rolling here. Appreciate you, man. He says you always appreciate us, and we're hilarious, and then we do a lot of hard work. There we go. He works a winter night shift.
Keep working, baby.
Dude, I've done that night shift, man. I used to work for the Washington Post, not like night hours.
Yeah.
Oh, especially in the winter, in the fucking winter.
I used to do newspaper deliveries back in the day. That was awful.
That's what I mean.
4 a.m. Yeah,
dude. I used to get to a fucking a shopping center at like 1 in the morning.
Yes, I did that too. It's god awful.
I would get dropped off by my brothers when that shit was like 10 degrees because they would go throw them while I had to bag more.
Yep.
You ever slept you bag like 500 papers and then you realize that like, hey, I don't know, this is pre-cell phone days. So it's like whenever my brother shows up. It's like 5 degrees out. You just go sleep on top of that. All those papers smells fucking like the first 20 times you do it, you want to vomit because of the fucking smell. But then you get strong. You get mentally strong. You're like, I got this shit. This shit. Anyway,
Builds character, man.
Yeah. Newspapers. Remember those things?
Yeah. Fantastic.
Appreciate the chat though. Hooking us up there. What's final game ball? Look, for me, I'll go to Alabama. Alabama got it done. They beat Oregon. That's probably like the biggest name brand game of the day. Roll Tide as they pulled a win in football out of their fucking ass today. Unfucking believable. I had Auburn money line. I mean, I had Auburn plus 14 to save me, but the money line play, I can't not believe. Dude, this fucking team is the most flawed fucking Alabama team. And if I have to hear every jackass on television praise them, they should have fucking lost to South Florida, man. You know what I mean? Like they pulling wins out of their fucking ass, man.
They got the magic, man.
They do. All right, look, watch them beat Georgia next week because they have good players around.
I think they're going to beat Georgia. Yeah.
I don't think so. I think like Kirby Smart will have a game plan to make Milroe really struggle, but man, they pulled that win out of their fucking ass. Who's your final game ball?
Let's go to another football school. And you know what? I know everybody's on suicide watch in Columbus, Ohio, and I know Ryan Day is a sitting duck, but your basketball team is 5-1, and your only loss is Texas A&M. You got a good team. Chris Holtman's doing a good job. The Ohio State Buckeyes get a basketball game ball. Go blue though in football. Probably not the day to bring it up, but hey, there's always basketball season. There's always this third place trophy.
Doodle Dog in the chat normally asks how many bets I place. I mean, today was just all college football and college basketball. I didn't touch anything else, but
we're occasionally both big straight guys. I mean, we like the minus 110s. We like the regular numbers. We think over time we're gonna win.
Yeah,
we know we're gonna win.
That's the discipline. A lot of people ask me like, how many parlays am I doing? I occasionally I'll occasionally do a parlay, but
only LAU and Lemoyne.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, normally, honestly, most of the parlays I do happen as a result of this show, and I want to be true to the show and be like, well, now I got to put this in.
Yeah,
because like on my own, I'm not really parlaying shit.
No.
Anyway, folks, let's get to tomorrow's action. But before I do that, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Look, Underdog Fantasy has a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. They got NFL, they got NBA, they got NHL, they got college basketball. You know it's and college football. Simply pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash the fuck in, people. I highly recommend this. I know I've been plugging this each and every night because I really buy into it. And we're giving away a sweatshirt to people that sign up for this. And look, I'm not trying to get you here. Obviously it's a free pick show, but I'm just saying, like, I truly believe that their service is awesome. They offer higher or lower on props for like pretty much anything, whether it's, let's say tomorrow you're just focusing on NFL. They got you covered. College basketball, even like obscure games sometimes, you know what I mean? So if you think you have an edge knowing about Cleveland State, you know what I mean? Or something like that. Like this is the place for you, in my opinion, because you can have a lot more success here. especially, I guess you could find NFL props like kind of everywhere, but college football and college basketball, it is, it's something where you really have to me, it's the only outlet I've been able to find these essentially. So folks, highly recommend checking out Underdog Fantasy. I'm gonna toss. I'm seeing if they have any college basketball ready for tomorrow. If not, we might have to play some NFL action here. As people don't know this, but Moneyline Mac also a part of the NFL Gambling Podcast, which you should check out. No, we got a game tomorrow for this. We got Penn State VCU on the board. We also have FAU Virginia Tech, as well as Wyoming Texas. You make sure there's anything else. Also, we have Harvard Indiana, Iowa State A&M, Minnesota San Francisco. I mean, this is what I mean. Like you can, if you dive deep into college hoops, or really any of the sports that I mentioned there on the ad. So what do you think about this? Max Abmas higher or lower than 14.5 points against Wyoming tomorrow?
I kind of like Max Abmas and about bounce back. He struggled against size at the high major level. I kind of like higher here back against the mid majors. I mean, you mentioned it. They're taking on the Wyoming Cowboys. Give me higher for Max Abmas.
Yeah, and look, you got to pick a minimum of 2 players from at least 2 different teams, so you can go to other teams, or you could stack this thing to 5-6 players. Another play that I will do to combat that is let's go with what's his name, Vladislav Golden, Avon Drago 2.0. Higher or lower 7.5 boards. I think he gets higher against the Hokies. Hokies like to play small ball. Give me higher on Avon Drago getting 7.5 boards with the Owls there, folks. But this is my point: is you should just check it out because it's awesome. And right now, when you sign up with the promo code TCESGPN, Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. And guess what? If you take a screenshot of you signing up, find me on Twitter at TCE on SGPN or at the Colby D. Show me that, or our Discord. And we're gonna enter you. We're gonna give away a sweatshirt in the next couple days. Best, but it's got to be funny. You got to be funny on your tweet, even if it's a DM to me. So you can say, "Hey, you fucking idiot," you know what I mean. But it's got to be something funny. All right. And whatever I deem funniest is gonna get a sweatshirt. All right, let's go. Anyway, check it out. Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NFL, NBA, MLB, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. All right, we are back. And we jump over to the first game of the day. 7:30 in the fucking morning Pacific time. How am I going to explain this to my wife? This is going to be a tough sell because I've been at the studio all day.
Hey, honey, you want some coffee?
Yeah. Andy, keep sleeping. I'm going to go make breakfast. 2 hours later. Why isn't breakfast made? All right. I've been working on something. I ran out of sugar. I had to run to the fucking store.
This game's got some juice to it, by the way.
Yes, the Mike Rhoades Bowl, Penn State, VCU. This was part of the contract. The buyout was, hey, you got to fucking schedule us, you filthy Nittany Lions. Penn State's laying 1.5. I think we should lay it. How about you?
I felt like they were going to play again in the non-con too. You said, who'd you say was favored again?
Penn State minus 1.5.
Give me VCU. Give me the dog.
Trying to please your neighbors. I understand you recently moved to Richmond, Virginia. You want to be that guy, but you're going to lose. I'm not locking it. I'm not locking it because I still don't trust Penn State. UNC Asheville is taking on Western Kentucky. Hilltops are laying 3. Hilltoppers are laying 3. I'm going to lay the 3, and I could be talking to a lock. I think we should lock this.
Yeah, no, I'm not a believer right now in Asheville. I will lay the 3 with Western Kentucky. Lock it up.
Let's go Tops. Let's go Tops. I don't even know if that's a thing, but how about let's go Tops? Let's go.
Made Rick Stansbury.
Yeah, that's exactly. I don't have a line on UMKC Middle Tennessee. I'm trying to find this, folks. This will happen a lot with these tournament things. So get the SGPN app. You'll have access to it. I do not see it on the multiple websites that I'm on right now. Moving forward, Belmont is laying 5.5 against Lafayette, the Leopards.
This thing kind of reeks.
Man, but Lafayette played all right today, man.
They played back-to-back twice. All right.
Belmont too, though, right?
I know. Give me Lafayette. They've lost to Belmont. Big win over Penn. Let down.
I'm gonna take Belmont. But I'm not feeling great about it. So no lock here. Moving along. Fucking Sacred Hot is taking on St. Joe's. St. Joe's, they should have hit for me on the money line at Kentucky. St. Joe's is laying 10.5. This is a letdown spot, though, in my opinion.
And they got Villanova on deck.
That's exactly my point that I was about to make. And so I will take fucking Sacred Hot plus the points. I'm still not locking it though, man, because I don't think Sacred Heart's that good. You're locking it?
No, I'm gonna take the points. I don't like Sacred Heart. If it was anybody else, I'd lock it up.
Coppin State is catching 18.5 against LaSalle. Actually, I see a flat 18 out there too. Let's lay it. Man, I feel like I should probably lock that. Fran Dunphy, though. I'm laying it. I'm not going to lock it. What are you doing here?
Lay it. But I mean, we talked about it the other day with LaSalle. They kind of struggle to blow teams out. I mean, they played Southern Indiana, barely won. Bucknell, they won by 10. They got Temple on deck, which is personal for Fran Dunphy. I'll lay it, but I'm not locking it.
Lamar is laying 4.5 against Delaware State. Get the fuck out of here. What? I get it. Lamar's 3-2. Is this Lamar team for real? This game is in Virginia too, of all places. It's at the Longwood Stadium, right? Lamar beat.
Yes.
They did whoop Bethune-Cookman's ass by 18, but other than that, they beat UTSA. Maybe they're better than what I realize.
Yeah. I'll take the points, but I'm gonna stay away from a lock here.
Okay, fair. I won't lock it. Give me the points.
Like Lamar though. Fuck Lamar.
New Mexico State, my boys, catching 7.5 against the Louisville Cardinals, who cost me money in football today. You fucking cowards. I will take the points and I'll sprinkle a little bit on the money line, plus 270. What are you doing here?
Is this a Louisville letdown? Everybody's talking about how good they played against Texas, Indiana. Man, I'm so yeah. Lock it up. Let's go.
Let's just do it. System play. I don't feel amazing about this one.
Yeah,
but I just don't. Louisville's got to prove it to me more. So, system play still intact. Give me the Aggies. Guns up here. Plus 7.5. Moving forward, next up we go to Eastern Michigan, North Dakota. Hear me out, guys. EMU can do this. North Dakota's laying 3.5. Fuck you. I am locking up Eastern Michigan plus 3.5. Right, that money line at plus 135. What are you doing here?
Let's lock battle. Give me North Dakota. They're better.
I watched this team all day today. They are just as slow and white and unathletic as previous teams. All right, so I feel very good about Eastern Michigan. We got a lock battle. Pick Dundee's flying high with the Eagles. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Fly. Moneyline back. Ride and win. The Fighting Hawks. This is a little bird battle. Yeah, I mean,
give me the Hawks.
Dude, I took North Dakota today. They fucking suck. All right. I'm done with this Fighting Hawk team. They lost in
4 in a row. Let's go.
In the FCS playoffs too. Austin P is catching 9.5 against Appalachian State. What? I understand App State had a good week.
Yeah.
9.5 points. Who's making these lines? What's going on here? Are the Governors really that bad? I don't think they're that bad.
No, they're not that bad. You know, they're still trying to figure things out under first-year head coach Corey Gibson. But hello, Governor. I'm going to lock up the Governors here. Let's go. Let's bring some on the money line.
This should be like a 3-point fucking spread.
Yeah. Get App State out of here with this bullshit.
Yeah, what is going on there in Boone? Give me the Governors plus 9.5. Sprinkle some of that plus 380 money line. Let's go. The fuck is that line? Florida Atlantic's laying 3.5 against Virginia Tech. Why the fuck is this line so short?
I mean, it is a championship game.
Well, I'm locking up the Owls minus 3.5. I know it stinks. This line fucking stinks. What are you doing here?
Oh man, I mean Mike Young's a good coach, but so is Dusty, man. I'll lock up the Owls. Let's go.
Double
championship
lock.
time.
Actually, we don't have Noah here tonight, so you know what that means. We could just
Spinal.
Wait, that's not it. Here we go.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or
Air Force is laying 2.5 against South Dakota. This game's terrible. I will lay the 2.5, but do not bet this game. What are you doing here?
Do not bet this game. I'll take the points.
Lipscomb's laying 7.5 against Wofford. Still too many for me. Give me Wofford and the points. I could be talking to a lock here.
You said 7.5?
Yeah.
That is a lot of points. I'm gonna lock up Wofford.
I'll
Back
join
to
you.
it.
Let's go.
Should have won today.
Yeah. Brown in Ohio. I do not see a line on that right now, so monitor the picks page. Cal State Fullerton's getting 17.5 against Nebraska. I will take the points, but I am not betting this because Fullerton has made me look like a fool once or twice this year. What are you doing here?
Oh man, Fullerton, like you said, is kind of backfired us. What did you say the exact number was?
17.5.
Give me the points. I'm not locking this.
North Carolina Central is catching 4.5 against Coastal Carolina. I feel like Central's the better team, but they have a couple guys that are questionable. I'll take Central in the points, but I'm not going to lock it. What are you doing here?
I'll take New Orleans. These two teams suck.
Not New Orleans, Coastal Carolina. Fuck is it? How many Moles did you have before this fucking show?
Wait, are you talking about New Orleans, Central Arkansas, right?
No, North Carolina Central.
Oh, I'm on the other Central. I'll take the points with Lavelle Moton. Yeah, no, I was looking at Central Arkansas versus who was it again? New Orleans.
Yeah, we'll get to that one. Fairleigh Dickinson's catching 4.5 against Bob Morris. Give me the 4.5. What are you doing here?
Give me the points too. I mean, Robert Morris had the day off though, so I mean that is tricky because they came off the dust up. Fair Dick overtime game. Give me Bob Morris actually.
All right, fair Dick. But Denver is catching 2.5 against Texas A&M Commerce.
Noah,
get the fuck out of here. Commerce is good, dude. I'm locking up Texas A&M Commerce minus 2.5 points. Get your fucking Pioneers out of here, Noah. Let's go. What are you doing here?
I'll lean with you, but I don't have a good feel in this game.
Iona's catching 17.5 against the Colorado Buffaloes. Ugh. I'll lay the 17.5. I think Iona's not there yet. What are you doing here?
I kind of think Colorado's going to fuck them up. I'll lean to the Colorado Buffs coming off the loss.
SEMO, they suck this year. They're getting 12.5 at Chattanooga. Man. I mean,
too many points.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'll lock this.
Oh, I'm not locking it, but you can. Moneyline Mac. Locking up SEMO plus 12.5.
It's like Evansville the other night.
Stonehill is catching 12.5 against the Aqueduct known as Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac's man, Stonehill sucks. I hate this game. This is a game that I hate because everything tells me Quinnipiac minus 12.5, but it's Quinnipiac. They do this. Give me the 12.5 in Stonehill, even though I said never take Stonehill the rest of the year. Don't bet this game. What are you doing here?
Gotta take Stonehill. Too many points. Who the fuck is Quinnipiac to be laying 12.5? Oh man.
Yeah, Stonehill's D1, but just recently D1. Yeah,
fringe lock. Check the picks page.
Drexel is catching 1.5 against ODU. It's a good game.
This is a good game in Norfolk.
I'll take ODU minus 1.5. What are you doing here?
I'll take ODU as well. I mean, they got embarrassed by Princeton the other night. I think they're better than the record. Give me ODU fringe lock.
I can't find a line on Monmouth and Penn right now. So check the picks page.
You want to lock up ODU?
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, that's our guy, Jeff Jones.
He's due. They played some feisty games there. Let's go. Lay the 1.5 with the Monarchs. Wyoming's catching 16.5 against Texas. Give me the points. What are you doing here?
Is Wyoming going to win this game?
They could, man.
I have not been impressed with Texas. I will definitely take Wyoming. And you know what, man? I'm going to lock it up. They should have beat him in football. They might beat him in basketball.
Moneyline Max saying, how about them Cowboys? Ride with them.
Go Oklahoma State.
ULM is catching 16.5 against SMU. Nope. I will lay it. SMU's lost a couple in a row. I think they put it on ULM. What are you doing?
Yeah, no, I'll lay it with SMU. I think they're going to drill them.
I don't have a line for Incarnate Word in Jacksonville State, but monitor that because I think I could have locks with the Monmouth game in this one. Bethune-Cookman's catching 12.5 against Longwood. I'll take the points. I'm not betting Bethune for a little bit. I gotta. They're not as good as I thought they were. What are you doing here?
Third time's a charm. I'm locking up Bethune.
You're a fucking maniac. He's locking up Bethune plus 12.5.
Get your Longwood out of here.
New Orleans is laying 3.5 against Central Arkansas. This game's awful. I will lay the 3.5 with New Orleans. What are you doing here?
Yeah, this is the game I was deep diving in while you were talking about Coastal. I'll take the points. Good God.
Stetson, the Hatters are catching 11.5 against UCF. Yeah, give me the points. What are you doing here?
Is this a kind of sleepy spot for UCF here?
In-state, smaller school. Yeah. Getting an opportunity to deal a little fuck you to them. That's always nice. But
I think UCF's due for a bounce back. I'll take the points though.
Canisius is taking on Bowling Green once again. This is in Quebec. Canisius is laying 1.5. Give me Canisius. The Golden Griffs. I don't feel good about this one though. What are you doing here?
I will take the points. I mean, this game's going to come down the wire. Flip a coin. Bowling Green.
North Alabama's catching 8.5 against Western Carolina. Ah, man.
This is a tricky spot for Western Carolina. They're undefeated.
Give me the points in North Alabama. What are you doing here?
I'm going to lean to the points here. I like Western Carolina. I mean, it's my SoCon champion, but give me the points.
Morgan State's getting 14.5 against Towson. This is a rivalry. This is a rivalry game. Give me the fuck it. I'll lock it up. Give me Morgan State plus 14.5. This is strictly the little brother angle. What are you doing here?
I'll join you. Let's go, little brother.
Morgan
State, lock it up,
go.
Baby. Me, I can swag.
14.5 points. Yale is laying 6.5 points at Rhode Island. Is this actually at Rhode Island? I don't recall. Let me double check.
It's in Kingston, Rhode Island.
Give me the Rams and the points to cover this. What are you doing here?
I'll take Yale. Better team.
Long Beach State is laying 3.5 at Montana State. It's a good game. Give me Montana State to bounce back and get this win outright. Give me the Bobcats. What are you doing here?
I'll take the Bobcats as well over Long Beach State.
Butler is catching 1.5 against Boise State. I'm going to lock up Butler. I think Butler's going to drill Boise State tomorrow. They're getting 1.5. Let's go. Thad Matta. That's the reason. Let's go. What are you doing here?
I'll lock battle. You give me the Broncos. I think they're pretty good. Let's go.
All right. We got some battles here.
Leon Rice, baby.
In one corner, Pick Dundee. Riding with the Butler Bulldogs. In the other corner, Moneyline Max and Buckham Broncos. Riding with Boise State. Harvard is catching 7.5 against Indiana. What in the fuck? I feel like Harvard could win this game, dude.
This game's it's in Indianapolis, so neutral site. Well, not really neutral site.
Give me the 7.5. This might be a lock tomorrow. What are you doing here?
Give me Indiana.
Delaware is taking on George Washington. We don't have a line on that, so stay tuned. Mississippi Valley State's catching 21.5 against Pacific. Get the fuck out of here. Give me Pacific all day here. Even though Pacific's the type of team that would let. Actually, you know what? Give me Valley State. For Noah Bieniek not being here, give me Valley State to cover this. Not betting this game, though. Rules are rules. What are you doing here?
Give me the points. Pacific sucks.
Yeah. This is the worst game of the day. Albany is laying 1.5 at Siena. Both these teams are complete ass this year. Give me the Great Danes, though, -1.5. What are you doing here?
Give me Albany as well. Fringe lock. Siena's bad, man.
Both are bad. Bellarmine is taking on West Virginia. West Virginia's laying 9.5. That is too many points against Bellarmine, dude. Give me the points. I'm still not locking it, though. What are you doing here?
West Virginia wins by 10. Lay it. Make your free throws, baby.
Charleston is taking on Kent State. Pretty good game here. Kent State's laying 7.5. I'm gonna lay it. I think Kent State's pretty solid. I think Charleston on the road, can't trust it. What are you doing here?
I will take the points. I like both these teams. Good two mid-major programs.
UC San Diego's taking on Seattle. Seattle's laying 9 points. Oh man, why does Seattle's like a double-digit favorite every night?
I know. They're like the fucking Seahawks back in the Russell Wilson days.
I'm gonna take the points. I might bet that. I might fucking bet that. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll take the points, but I mean, oh God.
Kennesaw State's catching 3.5 against FIU. The Airport Tarmac 5. Give me the Owls plus the points on the road there. What are you doing here?
I feel like FIU's due for a smash spot. Give me the Airport.
Flying on in. Let's go. Texas A&M, Iowa State. This game's awesome. Texas A&M's laying 1.5. Wait, is this actually in Ames?
No, this is in Orlando.
That's
Third
right.
place game.
That's right. Okay. All right, I'll ride Texas A&M, and I'm going to lock it up then because I don't think Iowa State is that good away from Ames. Give me the buzzsaw. Let's go. It's my buzzsaw. What are you doing here?
Let's lock battle this in the finale. Give me Big 12. Let's go Iowa State. This is my guys right here. Here we go.
Making mistakes left
Get
and right.
Buzz out of here.
We got a lock battle. Dundee riding with the Aggies. Moneyline Max saying, "Let's go Cyclones." I almost said Hawkeyes. I've been up since like fucking 5 in the morning.
Filthy.
Yeah. I don't have a line on Greensboro UIC. That game's awesome. Sac State's catching 9.5 against UC Davis. Give me the points, and I might actually bet that. What are you doing here?
Take the points. Fringe lock. Check the picks page.
And I will lock this one. Minnesota is taking on San Francisco. Wait, is this actually in San Francisco? I need to double check. CBS Sports Network is providing this game for you.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. I will lock up San Francisco -4.5. Give me the Dons. What are you doing here?
Yeah, get this fucking cha-cha-cha Minnesota shit out of here. Lock up San Francisco.
Easy play here. Let's
Fuck
go.
that.
Let's go.
Hate
Ben
Minnesota.
Johnson, get out of here. Folks, and that's our show. I got college football coming up next. So I'm not going to recap our locks. You have to go to our page. All right. And I have to go talk for 2 hours about college football. So tomorrow we will be back talking about our locks at the end of the episode. But we appreciate the chat for rocking along with us. Everyone the chat's awesome. All right. And that's really nice. All the people that donated and stuff like that. Appreciate all you guys. Even just if you came into the chat, we appreciate it. Sac State's horrible on the road, says Christopher McGuire. Is Davis, California really on the road though? Sort of, you know what I mean? It's not like a lit gymnasium or anything. But folks, we'll be back. We're doing football in about 10 minutes here. So buckle up. Give Moneyline Mac a follow on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. The college basketball experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. And subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/the college experience. Once again, the college football experience I host and the FCS college football experience. We are going live talking FBS college football in about 10 minutes. So stick around. Until then. All right. Until tomorrow night for college hoops. I looked at the Monday slate, Tuesday slate. Fun. A lot of fun. Thank you again. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving weekend. And until next time. This is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Yeah, it's got me thinking about the good shit. The minute that I seen your grill again, it made me good trip. Good dog the mind back like dog but wine that. Man, I didn't get mad when you near me hit the can back. But the comings on was strong. Now my shit's coming along, you know the song. The truth is I'm pretty much on fire again. It's heating up for real, I'm alive again. And that's the attraction factor. Vancouver, Michigan with my rap disaster. Yeah, you know you want it how you want it. No need to trip cause I got it, doggone it. It's all yours and the extras too. All the super music and the sex for hope. Just get it straight cause you caught me in a good mood. Let me demonstrate what this time of year could do. Yeah, sing it.